Member for North Vancouver Seymour.
Thank you, Chair. So now for film questions. I just got one or two. The last time I spoke with the Minister at Estimates, we talked about one of the items that was in the mandate letter with regards to British Columbia getting their fair share from federal grants like Telefilm Canada, etc., and the fact that as much as our taxpayers are paying equally into that fund, the majority of the benefit goes to either Quebec or Ontario. So I'm just wondering what the progress is with the Minister on that file.
Minister.
Thank you, Chair, and through the Chair. Thanks for the question. So since the last estimates process, the Minister has established a roundtable on Canadian production in partnership with the Knowledge Network, the Canadian Media Production Association, and Creative BC. And this is to explore and increase support for BC producers and attract more federal investment into the province. Staff has initialized that roundtable, and we're just waiting for the Minister to return, hopefully in the next couple weeks, to move forward on that.
Member.
Thank you, Chair. So yeah, I would be very appreciative of any update on that when that information is available. And then the next question I have from a director friend of mine, very successful local director, and he's talking about a tax incentive for the hiring of BC resident film directors for film or television series work. And the reason being is that it would be a huge gain, obviously, for our sector and help our employment numbers in the province, because now everything's in favor of the American and British and South American directors, and their members, our members, find it hard to compete largely because they don't live in LA, and those when the hiring decisions are made. So he was suggesting of whether or not the ministry would consider a tax incentive for hiring of resident film directors, and he's actually given a number of 3%. So maybe a comment from the minister on that.
Minister.
Thank you, Chair. So through the Chair, what I've learned is that we've never had a formal request for a tax benefit like this to come through this ministry. Of course, any tax changes would go through the Ministry of Finance, but it's great that the member has brought this up here. If the member would like to encourage her director friend to send forward some information or to start that dialogue, but also this is going to be the type of topic that is going to be crucial to come to the roundtable. So again, another reason for that information to come forward. Thank you, member.
Member.
Okay, well, that sounds great. So perhaps the minister or the minister's staff could pass me on that information so I can pass it on to my director friend, who's part of the Directors Guild, actually. So your staff probably knows who he is. But anyways, that's all I had, and thank you very much for your quick, prompt answers. Much appreciated.